Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this video, I want to talk about how to be a man, okay? Because there's so many videos floating around YouTube, Facebook, where they're saying stuff about, gender is not real and it's a social construct, and you men don't have to hold in your emotions and be this way, and you can cry and be sensitive and all this other stuff, right? And so we're living in a very feminist type of society right now, right? Now this is the thing. As a man, right, you do not need to ignore your emotions or hold in your emotions. You understand? Because they're saying, well, when you do that, then you're gonna, go crazy and do all this other stupid shit because you're denying yourself, that release of, your emotions and all this other stuff, right? But as a man, right, all you need to do is you need to analyze your emotions, acknowledge your emotions, and understand your emotions. You understand? So it's not about you ignoring them, but what they're trying to do is they're trying to say, well, you feel this way and just act on it. So they want a man to just act on his emotions. So, I'm angry, I'm this, I'm that, I'm just going to act on it, in sort of like this feminine way. A lot of women will sort of just act on the emotion. This is why you'll see a woman who's just very upset and frustrated, and she'll slap the shit out of a guy who can basically beat the shit out of her. You understand what I'm saying? Because she's acting on that emotion. But as a man, you're not supposed to act on your emotion. You understand? So it's not that you're ignoring it. It's not that you are suppressing it, because that's not healthy. You understand? You're analyzing it. You're acknowledging that you have the emotion and you understand what it is. But you also, as a man, what you're doing is you're doing what's best for the situation. See, men we're sort of built to want to actually protect and provide for women and children. That's just how this is in us. Do you understand what I'm saying? So part of doing that, providing and protecting and all that other stuff, is being able to master your emotions, right? So if you're angry or if you're upset or if you're frustrated, you can acknowledge that to yourself. Be like, you know what? I'm angry and I'm frustrated right now, right? You analyze, why am I angry and, frustrated? Oh, maybe it was because this happened and because that happened. And then you understand why this occurs. Like, okay, well, I noticed that every time when, I get around these people or these things happen, then I start to get into this mode of thinking, and then I get frustrated and then blah, 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 blah. So you're taking care of your emotions internally, but you're not acting just on those emotions. So if you're angry, you're not just going to go and punch somebody or do something crazy just because of your emotion. Do you understand? Because as a man, you're supposed to be that rock. Do you understand? You're supposed to be that, stability, right? So it's like, let's say if there's a big ass storm, right? There's a thunderstorm, it's a tornado, whatever the fuck it is fucking crazy, right? And you have people outside. What they're going to try to do is run into the house. You understand? Why are they running into the house? It's because they're running into the house for that stability, for that shelter. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now the house is feeling the hits of the wind and the snow, and everything is hitting the house, and the house is feeling it. But what is the house doing? The house is there to protect the people. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even though they're feeling that feeling, the house is not going to jump up and run away. The house is not going to just, collapse. Now, if it's a faulty house, then maybe it will, just fall down. But if it's a really well-built house, then that shit is going to be there to be that rock to protect those people. So being a man is the same way. Even though you're getting those hits and you're feeling those feelings and everything, you're going to be able to acknowledge it and say, okay, I feel this happening. I know this is happening, but I'm still going to do my job as a man to be there to provide and protect, right? So it's like, when you are a guy actually understanding, masculinity and what all that stuff means, right? You're the type of person who says, I acknowledge that I have emotions. I understand this. But there's a bigger thing going on here. You understand? Because in life, there's this balance. You understand? You have the yin and the yang. You have up and down. You have left and right. There has to be that balance. So women, on the other hand, they have more of that nurturing thing, generally. You understand what I'm saying? They're a little bit more different with their emotions. They're going to sort of, just go based off of their emotions. So you have to balance that out by being a little bit more practical with your emotion. So you can't have two people that's just all over the place with their emotions. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is like, let's say if you were in a plane, right? And the pilot is, flying this plane and there's a whole bunch of turbulence or whatever. So now you as the passenger, you're fucking like, oh my God, we're gonna crash, we're gonna die, blah, 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 right? Now, would it be better if the pilot goes on the speaker and says, "Oh my God, I'm so scared, we're gonna crash, I don't know what to do." Would it be better if he does that? If he says, "Attention passengers, we're just having a little bit of turbulence. We'll be fine. Just just hold tight or whatever." Right? Now that pilot also could be scared as shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's like, "Fuck," thinking in his head, "Okay, this is some bullshit right here, right?" But he is mastering his emotions so that he can also keep you calm. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's the same thing where you as a man, even though you're feeling a certain way, you're not just going to go and be like, rah, 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 oh my God, like you're a chicken with your head cut off. You understand? You're going to be saying, okay, well, in your mind, you're like, yeah, I'm feeling it right now. I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit this. But as a man, you are not just acting on that. You're not acting or walling out because of it. You understand? Because if you do that, then if you're with your girl or with your kids or whatever, you're not doing your job to protect them. You're not doing your job to keep it together for them. Do you understand what I'm saying? And this is what you should be doing as a man. You understand? It's the same thing as like if you are, like, let's say you could take it to adults and children or whatever, right? As an adult, a kid might be scared of something or scared of something going on, but that adult is there to say, son, daughter, whatever, it's going to be okay. I got this. I got you, whatever. And the kid feels a little bit more reassured that the adult is, has it under control. This is like a little kid running into their parents' room because they're scared of monsters under the bed. Now, what if the parents are like, oh my God, there's monsters under the bed. What are we going to do? How do you think that's going to make the kid feel? You understand? If their parents are also, scared about the thing or not necessarily scared, but they're acting on that feeling at that moment. You understand? So instead of just being cool, calm, and collected and analyzing what's going on, acknowledging it and understanding what it is, right? Then they're just wilding out. You understand? So as a man, it's important for you to master those emotions, right? Because what you're doing is you're basically balancing out what how life is basically supposed to be. You understand? There's always a balance with everything. So you can't have women on one hand doing their thing and when they get really emotional and acting out on it, and then you doing that same thing. You understand? Now, there's nothing wrong with women acting the way they're acting. But as a man, you understand, okay, well, I can be a little bit more practical in a sense to sort of keep these things a little under control. Because this is the thing, a lot of times when I've been, with women or whatever, I've noticed where women would, they'll get emotional about something, they'll get scared, they'll get frustrated. And, a lot of times there'll be situations where I would actually also be nervous about the situation. I would be scared about the situation. But the thing is that I'm not acting out on it the same way she is, right? So by her seeing me being calm, that makes her more calm, and that makes it easier to deal with the situation. You understand what I'm saying? So as a man, I'm understanding that this is how I should be acting, to an extent to keep these things under control. You understand? And, there's an instinct that goes with this. There's something in us that wants to do this, that wants to basically make things right, make things good for everybody in a situation. It's there. But what's happening is that right now in today's age, you have men who are like shying away or who are influenced or conditioned to not be masculine, who are, they're like, oh no, don't be all, like that. That's oppressive to you, and it's a new day, and men and women are equal, and we're the same, and all that other shit. And that's not fucking true. Okay, men and women are different. You understand? Like, we're equal in the sense that we're human beings, but we have so many damn differences, you understand, that need to be acknowledged and honored. And you as a man, you have to understand yourself, you have to understand your emotions. Do not ignore them. You acknowledge them, you analyze them, and you understand them, and then you do what's best for the situation so that you can make these situations go the way that it needs to go. You feel me? So that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say. Guys, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.